in my culture where I'm from, you are allowed to have as many wives as you can provide for.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
My dad has two wives, two families. So I have seen the plus and I've seen the negative, right?
Okay.
I've seen how that is good, right? Because I have more sisters. I have a bigger family because of the fact that my dad has multiple wives.
Okay.
But I have also seen how that is not okay, right?
Right.
So it makes it very, very complicated from someone from Angola, right? Who was raised in believing you can have as many wives as you want. You have to provide for your wife. You have to protect your family.
Okay.
You gotta. So it makes it very, very, very hard or complicated for me to turn around and try to explain that to someone that was not raised like that, right? Okay, I was raised a Christian, but I've also been around Muslims. I've been around Catholics. I've been around a lot of different religions, right? So my head or my mind or how I see things, I feel like either I don't get married or I have to go back home to get married, right?
Okay.
Because, and it's not even about the money. Because like I was talking to a friend, he was like, "Oh, you don't want to lose that 50%." I don't care. If I wanted to be rich, I'll be in Africa right now. I'll be in Angola. Like we loaded over there. Like over here, I'm chilling, right?
Yeah.
But it's just that because we believe like marriage is for life.
Okay.
And then when you get married where I'm from, your whole family is invested, right? Your friends are invested. When you're in a relationship where I'm from, your family is invested.
Okay.
Your friends are invested. Where when you're in a relationship here, it's two people.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been in situations like, sorry, Pocha, one of my friends, Victor,
Okay.
right? College. Every time we hang out with Victor, he's single. As soon as he gets a girlfriend, we don't see him,
Type show.
right?
We gone.
So in my head, right, I'm like, yo, if you have a girlfriend and she does not like your friends, or if you have a girlfriend but you and your girlfriend cannot hang around your friends, that means you can't hang around your family when you're happy, right?
Right.
Which makes no sense, because if I'm dating someone, I would like for that one person to be able to hang out around my friends.
Right.
Because if my girlfriend doesn't want to hang out around my friends, or if I don't feel comfortable my girlfriend hanging out around my friends, that means they're not my friends, right? But the problem in the States is what? You don't want your girl around your friends because everybody's listening to rap music talking about, I want to fuck a nigga's wife.
Yeah.
I want to fuck a nigga's girl. It's like, bro, why are you so obsessive with the idea of
Because that's what's going on.
fucking with another person? Like,
Yeah.
because when you in a relationship or when you're married, that means that that person belongs to you. You belong to them, right? So the idea that someone can just be overly like obsessed with the idea of like fucking with your girl, right? Like that's like a like, oh, I fucked that nigga's good. What? You feel me? I can't deal with that from her, and I can't deal with that from them, right? As my friends.
Right.
So the only way for me to like be in a situation where like I'm comfortable and she's comfortable is to be within a culture that I feel like understands that. And I feel like the West has lost that because of social media, because of rap music, because of like, for whatever reason, is, bro, if you had a girlfriend and that's your girlfriend, like, I'm not a saint. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's girls that I've snapped, the homies have snapped.
Yeah.
That's different.
Right.
But if I have a girlfriend, or if I have a wife,
Okay.
I should never be in a situation where like I'm like, oh, I'm not comfortable leaving my wife around the homie, because then that means either he's not the homie or she's not my wife,
Right.
Because so that means two, right? So that means either he's not my friend or she's not my wife, right? Because there's no way that, because it takes two, right? So there's no way that our friendship would never be like in a situation where like, you know, we men, we look,
Yeah.
be like,
What's
she's
that?
bad,
Yeah.
right? But we'll never be in a situation where like you feel like, oh, that's L's girl, what's up? And then she should never be in a situation like, that's L's boy, what's up, right? So think about it, right? So that means her and you, right? So that means like from a friendship angle, I failed. From a boyfriend or husband angle, I failed, right? To be in a situation like, but when you live in the States, like, of course, like, I'm good here. Like, I understand it.
Right.
But I just don't like that angle of promoting things like that, right? Where like, oh, I fuck the niggas bitch. Like, hey, it's lit.
Right.
But when you really think about it, it's just like we are lost people when we are here, right? Because, bro, if the girl is married, like, why are you pursuing her? If the girl has a boyfriend, why are you pursuing her?
Some niggas ain't got no respect either.
No, see, that's the thing. Because where I'm from, if you ain't got respect, you get dealt with.
Okay.
But over here is different.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm having fun. But as soon as I'm done having fun,
Yeah.
I can't be here, bro, because I'm the type of dude that if you disrespect the family,
Yeah.
consequences.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Can't do that here.
You can't do okay.
That's what I'm saying. 2 more years,
You gotta go back
I
home.
gotta go. Because, I'm pushing in age, and
Yeah.
I've been doing this for like 5 years, and I'm having fun, but also, like, I understand, like, at some point you have to get married.
Yeah.
At some point you gotta have kids. At some point, I came to school. I came here to study,
Yeah.
and I feel like, I have 2 BAs.
Yeah.
I don't have a master's or anything like that, but I feel like between like learning just out and about from the culture,
Yeah.
I've gotten like enough experience that when I can go anywhere else in the world
And you accomplished a lot of shit too.
and be okay. But once it's time to settle down, like, I wouldn't want my kids to live in this environment. I wouldn't want my wife to be in this environment where there's not like enough respect shown to women.
Okay.
Whether it's social media, music, or, and not all generally music, specifically speaking as hip hop,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
but I just personally couldn't live here when I get at an age where I feel like
Want to settle down.
it's time for me to settle down. And because that's the thing, like, bro, like, we have fun, but at some point our lives become somebody else's, right? At some point you're gonna become a parent. Now your priority is no longer what you want. Your priority becomes what's best for your wife. Your priority becomes what's best for your kids.
Yep.
So once I get to that point, I can do it here.
Look, damn. You opened a little novel book right there. Do you feel like because you said like how you go back home, you feel like you talked about having 2 wives back home. Do you feel like that's something you could accomplish here? Like if you was ever to try to do it? Because I know some women ain't gonna be okay with that shit.
Here,
it's hell
you
for you.
lose 2 wives here.
Yeah, I was man.
So that's it's not a problem. Like, I just, like, my priority is not necessarily 2 wives because my dad had 2 wives.
Okay.
And I see both sides of it. But my priority is just like living in a community that shares your values.
Yeah, okay.
Living in a community that's a community,
Yeah.
right? There's not like fake shit. Like, there's not like a lot of like, like, no. Bro,
There's a lot of fake shit going on in the couch.
Once you grow up and you're an adult and your priority is having a family and building a family, like, I don't even think like divorce is an option like where I'm from, right? Here, when you get married, like, half the time, like, your boys are telling you like, yo, you think this is the one, are you sure?
Yeah.
And they're not telling you that because they hope you succeed. They are telling you that in the fear that you'll fail, right?
Damn.
Because the divorce rate is 57%. So getting married should never be a gamble, bro.
Yeah.
Like, once the divorce rate is at 57%, then it's either the institute of marriage needs to be abolished, or people need to be realistic that, one, we are human beings, right?
Okay.
On one hand, the idea of like one man belonging to one woman, it's iffy. But then you have the other argument, which is like, well, if one man can have multiple wives or marry multiple
Yeah, I was just
girls,
finna say that because they're gonna
why
come with that.
can't the girl marry, right?
Yeah.
So that's when it gets tricky,
That's what I say.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah,
That's why
'cause
I'm giving you guys 2
You
more
know
summers.
they gonna come with it.
2 more summers, then I'm back home.
See, because I feel to say some women gonna be like, man, look, I feel like I can. If you can do that, why can't I do that? You know?
Exactly. But the idea was what? The man's supposed to be the provider, the man's supposed to be the protector, right?
Right.
Yeah, but on the West, that's not the case,
Right.
right? On the West, by law and everything, the woman is a lot more protected than you are as a man. The woman is more protected, and then if you act as a black man,
Yeah.
it's even worse, right?